We're racing me and my brother. She like,
Oh, God.
and I was like, oh shit, I felt
I
bad.
didn't mean to open up that wound.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
like, that was a fun. But again, the thing about the military is that you get mixed with a bunch of people from everywhere, and you fucking get to love these fools or hate them. But I don't know. It's just you get the
That's
fuck out
thing.
there.
I mean, I sent Ryan like this TikTok this week about these guys in the military. You could tell they're friends, and they were just annoying each other. And,
like little brothers,
and
like
I was saying,
brothers.
I think a lot of women don't understand like male camaraderie, especially when it comes to any. I wasn't in the military, but I played football, and I played football in college. And you go to college in the middle of nowhere, and we have all these people from across the country all together on this team now. We're all around each other all the goddamn time, and those jokes happen, and us making fun of each other, and us just talking shit.
Your mama jokes.
Yeah, the lowest common denominator thing that we had in common gave us a bond over anything else. Like, oh, you like big booties too? Oh shit, we're homies now.
Yeah.
And then that's it. We don't need that much. Us making fun of each other is like a love thing. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't be talking shit to your face like this.
Right.
You know, and so it's a friendship thing that I think a lot of people don't get to experience or really truly understand.
And that's I think that's the key to comedy. Like a lot of people want to like, hey, you can't make fun of each other's differences. Whether it be sexual whatever, like race, religion, whatever. I'm like, no, this is what we need to do. We need to have an open dialogue and laugh about each other. I have a lot of.
I will say there is a line though.
There is a line, obviously,
because people in the crowd not knowing you as a person hearing these jokes then think it's okay for them to make these like kind of jokes to like the next black person. It's happened to me where they're just like, they'll see me be comfortable with a friend. Like when we went to San Diego, we're at that bar, and when Ryan and Final Four's on, I made a joke about Taco Fall. He was playing in college at the time. I was like, damn, that nigga's dark as shit. And I just started making fun of how dark he was with Ryan. There was a white dude sitting next to me that heard me making these jokes. And then he thought that was just open season for him to start making like racist jokes to me. And I was just like, no, bro, like I don't know you.
That's funny though.
Yeah, like this is awkward.
That's funny.
Oh shit, I'm unplugged.
Was that me? My bad.
Oh no, it's just the headphones.
No, but that's funny. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Funny.
Or how about that time that we after we did the I did the improv and we're next door.
Oh yeah.
We're next door at the
at
he filmed it for me. So we're at the Brea Improv, so next door at the Yard House. And this and I'm sitting there. You know Mark Gonzalez, right? Gonzo?
I don't think I do. No.
Okay. Well, he was on the show with me. So we're sitting at the bar, and he goes to the bathroom. And like Mark and I are talking about the show and shit, and this dude at the bar next to us, he goes, "Oh, you guys are comedians?" And then we're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "This will be great." And I go, "Yes." And he's like, "I got a joke for you." I'm like, "Oh yes, here we go."
But
and he said, "Hold on." So then he says like the most racist fucking just the most offensive racist thing. I couldn't even repeat it. That's how bad it was. I just thought I don't even know exactly.
That happens a lot. Right.
So he says that, but while he's at the bathroom. And so when he comes back, I go, "Oh, dude, this guy just told me this hilarious joke."
And what did that dude say? Like, backpedaling.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I knew what it was as soon as he came out. He's like, "Oh, this guy just told me a joke."
Awkward situations. Awkward.
I was like, "No, I want to hear it. Tell me, like, what was the joke?"
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Awkward situation, or like I don't know. For me, I like going to the bars and talking to old timers. I love doing that.
I love that too.
That's where I get most of my material. Like
at bars.
And I was talking to my homegirl. I think you know the homegirl I'm talking about. The one that I was talking to my homegirl, and I was talking about like how I was watching Game of Thrones, and there's a scene where fucking Aquaman rapes the chick with the dragons.
Yeah.
And like my girlfriend at the time was like, you know what? If Aquaman raped me, I don't think I'd be mad. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I told my homegirl that, and like my homegirl was like, you know what? If I were to get raped and the guy got me off, I don't think I'd turn him in. And I was like, God damn, like how bad are these guys that you guys are fucking? But again, that's why I liked her, because I was like, you got a really dark sense of humor.
Yeah.
You're my friend. But that joke gets me in a lot of trouble. But I'm like, look, a girl kind of wrote that joke if you think about it, because like my homegirl was the one that said it. I'm just repeating it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's a funny joke.
It is, but here's my. But the thing is, like, sometimes it doesn't register when you say it. It doesn't translate.
Yeah.
I said it and it killed. I don't give a fuck. I said it.
Okay.
But it's just certain people that get offended.
Yeah, I just think what I was trying to say is just I think some people can like there's been times where like I'll write something that I'm like, but that's not really me. and then I've even like given it to my friends, like, hey, like that'll probably work with your shit.
See, that's the difference. When I took that Rudy Moreno class at the Ice House.
Oh God,
big shout out to it helped me out.
Really,
man. It helped me out.
Oh,
Rudy
okay.
Moreno,
I love Rudy, but like I don't know.
No, I love Rudy because
Rudy
was super nice to me, dog. In this comedy game, there's not a lot of nice people. He was super nice and supportive.
Yeah.
But he told me, whenever you write your stuff, make it so that nobody can steal it. Make it so that it's all about you and like you're the only one that could say that joke. So a lot of my jokes, they're kind of, you might say they're hacky or whatever, but nobody can really steal them from me because nobody has my experience, you know?
Yeah.
So, but again, I don't know. What's your experience with Rudy? What's the beef?
No, I don't know. There's no beef.
There's no.
Why you hate that fool?
I'm just saying.
Why you say you want to kill that fool?
No, I just don't. I really have like a.
Because it's a competition.
I don't like comedy classes and shit like that. And people,
you know what?
Who teach classes.
All right, you're right. But me, I took acting classes. I took improv classes. I took comedy. I took a comedy class at the Second City.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did my set, I was like, I saw the rest of the students. I did well. And the teacher came up to me. The teacher writes for Cartoon Network or something. He writes on a lot of shows. He went up to me and he told me, hey, man, the stuff you said was pretty cool, but it was offensive. You need to watch out. And I was like, but everybody in the class was like, dude, he was the funniest one. Why are you being a dick? The next day, I saw that fool skateboarding in Hollywood because I was going to the LA Film School. And he saw me and I was like, hey, man, what's up, man? I saw you. You're the teacher from that class. And he went up to me and he told me, hey, man, everything I told you, don't listen to me. The only reason I said that was because the school doesn't want to get in trouble. So I had to tell you to keep that shit PC, but you're fine. You're a funny comic.
Yeah, see, that's like, I mean,
then what's the point of?
What's the point?
Yeah, if you're
but
just
again,
people back.
I mean, that the whole point of that structure is to keep you from being good, so that you keep paying for classes.
Yeah, but again, I wanted to learn.
But think about that.
But if you didn't run into him and you weren't already doing stand up, and this is just a kid that moved,
I would have not stopped.
It's a kid that moved here from the Midwest, and he's running his lines or whatnot, and it's killing. And then your teacher, whatever, tells you,
but again,
offensive, you can't do it.
But it taught me that there is bullshit in this business. That
I guess,
and that's one of the lessons that I'm like, you know what? Why am I going to listen to somebody that's been doing comedy for like 10 years, 20 years.
And you're running for Cartoon Network. Nothing.
No. He's a good guy.
You got to be in a PC space.
Again, but I'm just saying, though, like, why am I going to listen to... Because there is no right or wrong way of doing this. Yeah. If there was, there would be like a manual. But there isn't. Sometimes people feel you. Sometimes they don't. I've gone to rooms. I've gone to rooms, your rooms, where like the people felt me. And I'm like, all right, I feel good here. And I've gone to other rooms where people are like, "Oh, you're a dick. You're vulgar." You're like, I'm like, all right, fuck it. You don't feel me. But there's people that like vulgar shit every once in a while.
Most places do. Mm-hmm. Places that really appreciate comedy are like really love it.
Again,
but there's a lot of high paying gigs that are.
But again, you're looking at the money now. See, that's where I get angry. Yeah. When you look at the money, that's where I'm like. Somebody asked me to do a clean show the other day, and I'm like, no, I can't do clean. I'm not a clean comic. And they're like, oh, then you're not a good comic. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not. That's
not true. Though. I don't agree with that at all. But like, here's where I kind of draw. Like, I draw a line on certain things. Like, I don't want to be told what I can and can't talk about. Mm-hmm. But like, if it's like, but I'll do shows where they're like, okay, you got to keep it like PG-13. They're like, and I go, okay. I'm like, my material is not. I'm like, I just say fuck a lot. That's just because of how I talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, my material is pretty it's pretty tame. It's not dirty. Like
you should take that Rudy class, bro. It'll help you out. I'm just saying, no, because one of the things he told me, don't cuss. Cussing, like the less cussing, the better you are at it. And I'm like, all right.
But you still do it anyway.
Because I'm a horrible student. But I'm just saying though.
My point is, I would do that. I would exercise myself. I would do 15-minute sets without saying it, because it is a crutch.
Yeah,
But there are bits that I have, and some people argue, does it really help your bit? If it doesn't help your bit, then take it out. And there are bits I have where it fucking does.
I think Seinfeld only used fuck one time in his whole career. He never, the one time that he cussed.
I think a Superman joke.
Right, but I think he took it forever to ever say a bad word. And again, there's different people.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor, what? You couldn't have a fucking 1 minute without like 4 F-bombs in there.
But look, like Richard Pryor, like early, he wasn't like that. Like when he was doing
because Bill Cosby told him no.
Bill Cosby was the guy before Richard came, so everyone.
But I never liked Bill Cosby. I grew up with
Bill Cosby. No. Bill Cosby was my introduction into stand-up. Bill Cosby
Really?
himself, my parents had it on tape when I was a kid, and I remember watching it in kindergarten because Def Comedy Jam at the time was a thing, and I could never watch it.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. And so like this is stand-up you can watch. So
I mean, he never taught me stand-up, but he taught me how to rape. So
no, but again, Richard Pryor reminds me of my family. They're vulgar.
Yeah.
They just say whatever that's on their mind. That's why I always like Richard Pryor. Bill Cosby, I was like, this is kind of corny. I don't really relate.
It's really like family, professional, or family.
Little did I know the undertones were fucking.
Yeah, a man who has no vices has some skeletons in his closet.
Yeah, that's why. But again,
quote that shit.
That's why I say drunk people always tell the truth, or people that.
Uh-huh.
Richard Pryor was always fucked up, and he always told the truth, man. Like fuck. That's why I enjoyed that food the most.
Yeah, Richard Pryor was great. Even like when he, caught on fire when he was freebasing.
Oh my god,
it's an honest story.
Yeah. Who's this?
Yeah.
The match.
Richard Pryor. Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Or he talks about like the domestic abuse, like with one of his wives, where he was shooting the car.
He was honesty. Honesty is always. Yeah. I think that's a lot of people tell me like, "Fuck, why do you come up with that?" I just think of what I thought.
Yeah.
And okay. I say it, and it's funny.
I agree. I think some of my favorite comics and the people that I'm like closest to, that I'm friends with, are the ones that like love to go on stage and speak the truth.
It's my therapy, bro. This is my therapy, bro.
But how do you feel about there's a lot of people that I don't even really get along with, or that I despise, but I just kind of keep it to myself.
I know when I say
it. that go up there and they'll do an hour, 30 minutes or whatever, and they'll crush. But then it's like, who are you though? We have no idea who. Like, all those were just jokes and jokes and jokes, and I have no idea who that person is.
That's why one of my favorite comics is I love Chris Rock, because I don't know what it is to be a black kid growing up in New York during the crack epidemic, but watching him when I was a little kid, I would watch him and I'm like, fuck. This is the same as my neighborhood.
Yeah.
This fool's talking about me. I'm a little Mexican kid in East LA.
Yeah.
But when you could do that, I think that's fucking like awesome. That I'm like, fuck. John Leguizamo has another stand up. John Leguizamo,
so good. I love
Freak. What was the first one? Freakaholic.
It's Freak.
Freak.
Yeah.
When I saw
Sexaholic.
Yeah, Sexaholic and Freak. When I saw John Leguizamo, I was like, damn, this motherfucker. And the way he did it with the pictures and like the music.
It was a one-man show.
And I was like,
Broadway.
damn, this motherfucker. Like, he's talking to me.
Yeah.
He puts me in his eyes. Like, fuck, I know what it is to be a little Puerto Rican kid.
Living in
New York. That's the key. Like you said, I don't know anything about you. That's why when I write my shit, I want people to feel like, fuck, I know what it is to be a little... Yeah. I'm a light-skinned Mexican. You want to know how many times I got beat up because I was a light-skinned Mexican growing up in East LA?
Yeah.
People, when I would go over to my friend's house and like knock on their doors to like play football, they thought I was a landlord's son. They would be like, "Hey, tell your dad we don't have the rent." I'm like, I'm not Armenian, lady. I'm not Jewish. I'm from here. Like, again, you guys are laughing at that, but again, it's my pain because that's the shit I grew up with. And again, it's just crazy shit that you grow up with. That's why I always say, like, my pain is what I go up there with. I just try to make people laugh, and
that's I mean, same with me. I mean, everyone knows about my dynamic with my dad and stuff, because
your mom, the shit you have about your mom. I was like, God damn, that's the one she had cancer.
Yeah.
I was like, God, and again, I appreciate that because I felt something. I was like, damn, you could tell that fool was hurting, and you feel something. There's something. A comedian told me one time. There's a big tall Salvadorian dude. I forget his name. Big tall Salvadorian dude. I was drunk as fuck downtown LA doing an open mic, and this tall Salvadorian quoted Maya Angelou to me. He was like, people won't remember what you said or how you said it. They'll only remember what you said and how you made them feel. And he's like, Maya Angelou. And I was like, God damn, that's some deep ass. And I was at an open mic.
Yeah.
And I started like crying almost. I was like, damn, that's some deep shit, man. But I was like, yeah, you're right. Because when I did that open mic, I just went up there and I just vented. And people were telling me like, hey man, when you went up there, people were quiet during your set because they felt it. And I was like, oh, you know what? I get some people, you'll hear the chuckles or you'll hear the quietness.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Chappelle said. As long as you get one or two, like you're fine.
Yeah.
And
that's a good moment too. Like I've had that a couple times where I mean, not as many as I'd like, obviously, but like when you have them in the pocket and you're up there and it's like
I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing that.
You just like you hit a big banger and then you're on to the next one, but you have them so good that they're listening so intently for the next punchline.
Right.
It's like it's just silence, and there's a moment where like I've had that moment where I'm like, holy shit, I have them. They're listening to me right now. This is crazy.
I remember. And again, it's also winging it. Remember when I did the your room, the Silver Dollar Saloon? There was those two ladies in the front row that I was like, hey, you guys look like Laverne and Shirley if they were on meth. And they started laughing though. They were I was scared. Again, I winged it, but they laughed, and but again, sometimes you have to just go for like something like, hey.
I do remember that.
That was a fun. I remember that because I was like, fuck, what am I gonna say? Like,
that was a good one too. Yeah. And then they had that one old guy there too, and it was.
What did I say about the old guy?
I think you were saying that like he was like their pimp or something.
Oh yeah. Again, it was just me being drunk at a bar.
Yeah,
which is something I've been doing for like
exactly.
I was in the military for 12 years.
But that's what the difference between like that, and that's the thing is like